So we're standing up, feet are hip width apart and parallel, weight evenly distributed, big toe joint, outside edge of the foot and the heel, that triangle with the weight evenly spread, and then that should give you a nice arch under the foot and bring the ankles nicely into alignment. We're drawing up through the knees so quads are working, shoulder blades sliding down the back, tops of the ears floating up to the ceiling. We're taking a deep breath in through the nose. And breathing out, releasing any tension in the body. Next breath in. And breathing out, take the weight a little way forward, take the weight a little way back, come back to the centre of the feet where you feel grounded. Next breath in. And breathing out, pelvic floor now, draw sit bones together, draw coccyx and pubic bone together, and lift just to the point you can feel them working, and hold them there. Next breath in. And breathing out, gently tightening abdominals, flattening and widening across the front. Hold them there as well. Next breath, rib cage coming wide at the side. And breathing out, rib cage closing in and down. Next breath, shoulders coming up to ears. Breathing out, shoulder blades sliding down the back in a gentle V towards the spine. Take another breath in. And breathing out, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Fingertips to shoulders, really big circles with the elbows. 4 going one way. And 4 coming back the other way. And drop the arms down. We're turning the head to one side. Drop the chin, circle round, look down over the other shoulder. Drop and circle. And circle. And circle. Bring the head back to centre. Gently tilt to one side. And lift. Tilt. And lift. Tilt. Lift. Tilt. And lift. Now we're going to roll down. If you shouldn't roll down through the spine, keep the back neutral. Breathe in, breathing out to come over, just as far as feels right for you. Breathe in and breathing out, coming back up the same way, no changes in the back. If you're okay to roll down, only as far as feels right for you. So breathing in, and breathing out, lengthen the back of the neck, even movement coming down. Deep breath in, side and back of rib cage open wide. And breathing out, pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened as you roll evenly back up. Wide across the front of the chest, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Breathing in and breathing out, lengthen. Even movement coming down. Deep breath in, side and back of rib cage open wide. And breathing out, even movement coming back up. Shoulder blades sliding down the back, top of the ears floating to the ceiling. If you can, roll down and take the hands down to the floor. We're breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen the back of the neck, even movement coming down. Walk the left hand to the right foot. Take the right arm up to the ceiling and look up at the hand. Take a deep breath in and breathing out. Bring the hand down, walk the hands back to the center and roll evenly back up. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen the back of the neck, rolling down, hands down to the floor. Take the right hand to the left foot. Take the left arm up to the ceiling, looking up at the left hand. Deep breath in and breathing out. Bring the arm down, take the hands back to center. Pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened as you roll evenly back up. Shoulder blades sliding down. And then we're taking the right foot forward. So we're staying hip width apart, but the right leg is forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen the back of the neck, rolling down. Take the left hand in front of the right foot. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, bring the arm down. Take the hands back to center. Bring the foot back and roll back up. And then take the left foot forward, again staying hip width apart. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen the back of the neck, rolling down. Hands down. Take the right hand in front of the left foot. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling, looking up at the hand. Deep breath in and breathing out. Bring the hand down, walk the hands back to center, roll back up and bring the foot back to the other foot. And then give the legs a little shake. Okay, so we're going to do some standing balance now. Just looking behind me to see if I've got enough room there. So I'm bringing the feet forward because I haven't got, so do check around you. So we're standing up nice and tall and we're peeling the right foot off, knee up in front, take the leg out, bend the knee and peel it down. Other side, coming up, open the leg out, bend the knee and bring it down. First leg coming up in front, open to the side. Straighten the leg, bend the knee, bring it forwards and peel down. Left foot coming up, take it out to the side, straighten the leg, bend the knee, bring it forwards and peel down. First side again, coming up in front. Take it through to the back, reach it out behind you. You'll need to adjust the weight forward, take the pelvis with you, and reach it out behind, bend the knee, bring it forwards, and peel down. Second side, coming up in front. Take it through to the back, reach it out, tilt the pelvis, and reach forwards, bend the knee, bring it in front, and peel down. And again, give the legs a little shake. So we're now coming down to sitting, and you can sit on a block if you need to ease out any tightness in hamstrings or lower back. So we're going to do breathing flexed forward to remind the breath that it needs to go into side and back of rib cage. We've got the feet out in front, hip width apart, knees bent pointing up to the ceiling, arms are just relaxed on the legs, and we're sitting right up on the sit bones in neutral. Breathing in to prepare, and breathing out. Lengthen the back of the neck, rolling down and coming forwards to rest over the legs. We're taking 3 deep breaths in, side and back of rib cage open wide, and breathing out, relaxing forwards. Deep breath in, and breathing out, stay where you are. Deep breath in, and breathing out, rolling back up, right up on the sit bones to neutral, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. Breathing in, and out to lengthen, even movement coming down. Deep breath in, side and back of ribcage open wide. And breathing out, relaxing forwards. Deep breath in. And breathing out, staying forwards over the legs. Deep breath in, side and back of ribcage open wide. And breathing out, rolling back up. Restack the spine, wide across the front of the chest, and tops of the ears floating up to the ceiling. Pelvic floor now. So you can sit with the legs crossed or out in front, bent or straight, wherever you're comfortable, as long as you're right up on the sit bones. And the sit bones are, if you put your hands underneath when you're sitting, wriggle around and you'll feel those pointy bones underneath. So there's the sit bones. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and the pelvic floor is completely released. We're breathing in to prepare. As you breathe out, draw sit bones together, draw coccyx and pubic bone together, and zip up inside as high as you possibly can. Hold it there, take a deep breath in. And breathing out, release pelvic floor slowly and evenly all the way down. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw sides together, front and back together, and lift just to the point you can feel them working. Hold there, deep breath in. And breathing out, releasing slowly and evenly down. Inhale. Exhale, draw sides together, front and back together, zip up all the way. Inhale, stay. And exhale, evenly release all the way down. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw sides together, front and back together, zip up just halfway. Hold it there, deep breath in. And breathing out, releasing slowly and evenly down. One more, breathing in. And breathing out, drawing sit bones together, coccyx and pubic bone together, and lifting just to the point you can feel they're engaged. Hold there, deep breath in. And breathing out, releasing slowly and evenly down. And then we're coming on to 4-point kneel. If you have a stability cushion, you might want to use it. If you don't, or if you're not feeling very stable, then not a good idea to add in stability. So, if you are going to use the cushion, you've got the knees on the cushion, you've got the toes tucked under, and you've got the hands just slightly forward of the shoulders. Back is neutral, neck is long. We're breathing in to prepare. Breathing out to release the right hand, bring the elbow up to the ceiling, and bring the arm down. And then release the left one, reaching up to the ceiling, and bring it down. If you're not happy on the cushion, take it away and carry on without it. So breathing in, breathing out, release the elbow, open up to the ceiling, eye line to the elbow, and bring the arm down. And then the left side again, reaching up, and bring it down. Right arm, elbow to the ceiling, and lower, and left elbow reaching up, opening out the chest, upper body rotating, and bring it down. One more each side. Right elbow reaching up and bring it down. Left elbow to the ceiling and lower. And then we'll thread the needle. So we're breathing in, breathing out, tucking the arm under. If you can, bringing the shoulder all the way down to the mat. And you get a really good stretch around the back. And then inhale and exhale to bring it back. Inhale. Exhale, left arm tucking under. Inhale and exhale, come center. Inhale, release the right hand. Exhale, tuck under. Inhale, stay. And exhale, return. Inhale. Exhale, tucking under. Inhale, hold. And exhale, bring it back. And now we're going on to our backs. You can, if you need to, have a block or a pad under the head, if it makes your head and neck more comfortable. So we're coming on to our backs, we're taking the ball, and we're coming all the way down. Feet are hip width apart. So we're just very gently rocking the pelvis, tucking under behind the waistline, pressing into the mat. And ease it gently back to the natural arch, don't force the arch. Tucking all the way under, and ease it gently back to neutral. All the way down, and release, and all the way down, and bring it back. So we're just warming up the lower spine, getting some mobility there, easing out any tension in the low back before we start. And now we'll check that we're in neutral. So the tailbone should be down, natural curve forward behind the waistline, and these three bones, hip bones at the front of pubic bone should be level with each other. We're taking a deep breath in, side and back of rib cage open wide. And breathing out, rib cage closing in. Deep breath in. And breathing out, rib cage closing down. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently engage pelvic floor, hold it there. Deep breath in. And breathing out, gently tightening abdominals, flattening and widening across the hip bones at the front. So pelvic floor and lower belly are staying gently tightened, and we're going to practice tightening the muscles between top of pelvis, bottom rib. So we're breathing in and strong exhale to tighten up between those 2 points. Breathe inside of rib cage to hold, and breathing out to release to neutral. Inhale, exhale, tighten up. Inhale, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, contract. Inhale, hold, release to neutral. Inhale, exhale, tighten up, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, tighten up, inhale, hold, and exhale, release to neutral. So now we're going to wake up the muscles a little bit, do some activation exercises. We've got the ball between the knees, the legs are parallel, feet and knees hip width apart. We're staying in neutral, pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened. We're breathing in, breathing out, squeezing on the ball, working the adductors. Inhale, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, hold, and release. So now we're going to try and draw the sit bones together. They won't actually move because they're part of the skeleton, they're fixed, but the muscles between those 2 points, that's what we're aiming for. So if you picture the sit bones, breathe in, breathing out. See if you can try and pull them together. Inhale, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, draw sit bones together. Inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze together, and release. Inhale, exhale, draw sit bones nearer. Inhale, stay, and exhale, release. Now we're going to press one heel down into the mat. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Press the right heel down into the mat. Hold it there as you breathe in, and release. Inhale, exhale, press the left heel into the mat. Inhale, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, press the right heel into the mat. Inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, left heel pushing down. Inhale, stay, and release. And now the arms, we're taking the ball, we're popping it under the elbow. Staying wide across the front of the chest. We're breathing in, breathing out to squeeze down. Inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, push down, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, down to the mat. Inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, push down on the ball, stay, and release. And then over to the left side, so just under the elbow, wide across the front of the chest, breathing in, breathing out to press down, and release. Inhale, exhale, push down, inhale, stay, and release. Inhale, exhale, down against the ball, inhale, hold, and release. Inhale, exhale, push down, inhale, stay, and exhale, release. Okay, so now we're going on to single leg stretch. So you can keep it down on the floor and do a leg slide instead. You could put a band around the foot to add some resistance. So the back is neutral, staying neutral, these three bones staying level with each other, and you're holding on to the band. So you're pushing the foot out in a straight line along the mat, pull up thigh, pull up knee, and bend the knee and allow it to come back in. When you've done 8 with one leg, then you can swap to the other leg and do 8 with those. If you are happy to take the legs off the mat, you're in neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened, breathing in, breathing out to tighten up and bring the leg up to here. So we're again adding resistance, and it feels very different. So you really have to work to push out into the band and take the leg out on the diagonal. Pull up thigh, pull up knee, and control it coming back in. So exhale, reach out, and inhale, bring it back. Exhale, reach out on the diagonal, pull up thigh, pull up knee, and draw it in. So the leg stays parallel all the way. That's 3, and slowly back. Don't try to rush it. Pushing out, and draw it in. 4 more to go. All the way out, and control it coming back. And reach forward, and slowly release. Reach it out, and bring it back, and reach out, and draw it in. And then swap to the other leg. So make sure it's wide around the foot to be more comfortable. Okay, so again, we're in neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened, and we're tightened up between top of pelvis, bottom rib. So we're exhaling to push the leg out, and inhale, control it coming in. Exhale, reach forward, and slowly release. Reach out, control it coming in, and reach away, and bring it back. Make sure that the shin stays parallel to the mat when it comes in, that you don't drop the foot low towards the seat. Reach away, and bring it back. 2 more to go. Reach out, and slowly return, and reach away, and bring it back. And then release the foot, and then take the legs out, take the arms behind you. Have a really nice stretch, let the ribs flare up. Pointy feet to start with, and then flex the feet, reach the heels away, and then reach left heel, left arm away from each other. Right heel, right arm. Stretch down the left side again, and stretch down the right side again, and release. So now we're going to stretch the hamstrings and adductors and IT band, and then we'll do 1 leg circle. So we've got the band again wide around the right foot, crossing over toe joints and toes. We're keeping the tailbone down to the mat, always holding the band between the thumb and the hand, not wrapped around the wrist. Okay, so we're taking the leg up to the ceiling as straight as possible, drawing the leg in towards you just to the point that you feel a stretch down the back of the leg, not to the point where it's really shaky. So tailbone down, back neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened. Draw the leg in and just hold it there and breathe. And then point the foot and flex. Point and flex. Point, flex, point and flex. 4 circles at the ankle. And reverse. and then take the leg to or across the midline. If you've had a hip replacement, just to the midline, not across. Otherwise, you can take it across to the point where you feel a stretch around the outside of the hip. And again, just hold it there and breathe. Bring the leg back up to the ceiling. Other leg long and turned out on the mat, trying to keep that side of the pelvis down to the mat. So we want to try and keep the pelvis level, and then you should get a good stretch on the inside of the lifted leg. So again, holding it out and just breathing. And then bring the leg up to the ceiling. So now we're all stretched out around the hip joint. We should be able to get a nice circle of the thigh and the hip joint, keeping the pelvis level. So we don't want pelvis rocking side to side or tilting backwards and forwards. We want to keep it stable and neutral. Pull the ribs down a little bit so obliques are working to help stop the pelvis rotating. So we're taking the weight of the leg with the arms, holding onto the band, so you should be able to get a nice big circle. We're inhaling to take the leg across the midline and away. Exhale out to the side and in. Inhale across and away. Exhale out and in. Check the pelvis is staying stable. 2 more, across, away. Exhale out to the side and in. Across and away. Out to the side and in. Reverse, out to the side and away. Across the midline and in. To the side and away. Across and in. To the side, away. Across and in. Out, away. Across and in. 1 more. Out and away and across and in. Now we swap to the other leg, stretch out around the hip joint before we do one leg circle. So again, we've got the leg drawn in as close to you as possible without it being shaky, just to the point you feel a good stretch here. Tailbone down, natural arch here, pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened. So just breathing. And then point the foot and flex. Point and flex. Point, flex, point and flex. 4 circles, foot at the ankle. And reverse. And then take the leg to or across the midline. And then back up to the ceiling, other leg long and turned out, keeping this pelvis down, keeping the pelvis level all the way through. We're inhaling to take the leg across the midline and away. Exhale out to the side and in. Across, away, out to the side and in. Across, away, out, in. 2 more, across, away, out and in, across and away and out and in, and reverse, away, across and in. Inhale out and away. Exhale across and in. To the side, away, across, in, side, away, across, and in. One more, out and away, and across, and in. And then release that leg, and again have a nice stretch. Reach the legs, reach the arms. Stretch all the way through the body. And release. Bring the knees into the chest, press down on the shins, let the back muscles relax into the mat. And then a little rocking movement side to side. And some circles with the knees. And reverse it. And then we are going to do hip rolls into bridge. No blocks or pads behind the head. You can, if you want to, put the cushion under the feet. If you are going to, bring the cushion right in towards you. The ball is in between the knees. We're going to do arm circles with the hip rolls. So, heels are brought in closer to seats than normal. Back is neutral. Pelvic floor and tummy are gently tightened. If there's any reason why you shouldn't roll up through the back, then you can just go into pelvic tilt, do your arm circles, and release gently back to neutral. Otherwise, you can tuck under, peel off a little way, or tuck under and peel all the way up straight line, knee to shoulder. So up to you, you know your backs. So back is neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened. We're breathing in to prepare, and breathing out. Contract and tuck under, behind the waistline, pressing into the mat, squeeze into the glutes, and peel the spine evenly up. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, reach them back, and circle round to the hips. Reverse the circle to the ears, bring them over and down. Take a breath. Check pelvis is level and hasn't dropped, and breathing out to round off the back. Peel evenly down through the spine and float off the tailbone to neutral. Breathing in and breathing out. Contract, tuck under, squeeze and come up. Float the arms up, take them behind you and circle round. Reverse it to the ears, come over and down. Breathe in, stay, and soften down through the breastbone. Even movement all the way through the spine and back to neutral. Breathing in and out. Tuck under, peel the spine off. Inhale, float the arms up, reach them back and circle round. Wide open to the ears, keep them shoulder width apart as they come over and down. Breathe inside of rib cage and breathing out to round off. Peel evenly down and back to neutral. Breathing in. Breathing out, contract, tuck under, squeeze and peel off. Inhale, float the arms up, take them behind and circle round. Reverse to the ears, over and down. Breathe in, check, and breathing out, rounding off, peeling evenly down and back to neutral. One more, breathing in. Breathing out, contract, tuck under, squeeze and peel off. Float the arms up, take them behind you and circle round. Reverse to the ears, over and down. Breathe inside of rib cage and breathing out. Even movement all the way through the spine and all the way back to neutral, and then move the feet a little further away from you. Okay, so you can keep the feet on the cushion, and you can keep the ball in between the knees. We're going to work the muscles around the shoulder blades and then stretch out across the chest. So back is neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened. We're holding the band up to the ceiling, shoulder width apart, up to you how tight you want it. It won't matter for the protraction or retraction, but when you get to the stretching, you may want to adjust it. So again, holding between thumbs and hands, never wrapped around the wrist. Shoulders away from ears, shoulder blades heavy on the mat. So we're inhaling to reach up to the ceiling, shoulder blades are gliding around the side of the rib cage, and breathing out, let the shoulder blades melt back down into the mat. Inhale, squeeze shoulder blades closer together, and release the squeeze. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Draw them down, squeeze and release. Reach up, melt down, squeeze and release. Reach to the ceiling. Shoulder blades melt down into the mat, squeeze them closer. Release the squeeze, coming up and down and squeeze and release. Keeping the arms more or less straight, but don't lock out the elbows. We're taking the arms out to the side. And slowly and evenly release to the ceiling, reaching out and evenly up. Open out as far as you can and slowly to the ceiling and reach out and slowly release. 4 more out to the sides. Control it coming up to the ceiling, reaching out and slowly up. Reach to the sides and up to the ceiling and reach away and slowly and evenly release. And then pop the band down. We're going to do head nods and then we'll do ab prep. So you can put the ball under the head. If it doesn't feel right, take it away and have your paddle block there instead. So back is staying neutral, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened. You're looking directly in front of you up at the ceiling. As you breathe in, walk the eyes slightly forward, allow the head to follow. So it's a lengthening out of the back of the neck, don't jam the chin down to the chest. So inhale, walk the eyes forward, lengthen the back of the neck. And breathing out, release to neutral. Inhale, lengthen and release. Lengthen, release, lengthen and release. Then very gently turning the head to one side and bring it back to center. Roll it to the other side and bring it center. Over to the first side and center and second side and center. And again, keeping the neck very relaxed, little circles, tip of the nose on the ceiling, little circles one way, and then coming back the other way. And then take the ball away. So we're going to do ab prep. Your choices are having the feet down on the mat with the ball there between the knees. You could, if you want to, have the cushion, if you have one, under the shoulder blades. So not behind the waist, higher up than that. And we want the upper body to be able to extend back over the cushion. It's quite a gentle extension compared to the ball. If you prefer to use the ball, then you can put the ball below the shoulder blades instead. If you've got the upper back on the circle or the ball, it's going to be much harder to find neutral in the low back because you haven't got the feet back from the mat. So you need to be able to find neutral and hold neutral. So otherwise you can be down on the mat and the movement and the breathing is the same. But this just gives a little bit of extra work in the upper abdominals because you're working from extension through neutral to flexion as opposed to from neutral to flexion. So we've got the hands clasped to support the head, elbows back. If you bring them forward, you're more likely to pull on the head. And we just want the weight of the head to relax in the arms. We've got the back neutral, these 3 bones level with each other, staying level the whole way through. Tummy staying flat the whole way through, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened. Shoulder blades sliding down the back. We're going to start with regular ones. We're going to add in lifts, add in pulses, add in lifts and pulses. If that's not for you, stick with the first ones. So we're inhaling to walk the eyes forward, lengthening out the back of the neck. As you breathe out, slide the ribs down towards the pelvis. Upper body comes up, eye line comes to just above the knees, Natural curve forward stays behind the waistline, tummy stays flat. Breathe inside of ribcage to hold, and breathing out to peel down, and release the head to neutral. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide ribs down to come up. Inhale, drop the weight of the head in the hands, peel down, release the head. Lengthen and slide the ribs. Don't rush it, come up slowly and gently. Breathe inside of ribcage, peel down, head neutral. Lengthen, slide the ribs. Inhale, stay. Exhale, peel down and release. Lengthen, slide ribs down to come up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, peel down and release the head. Adding in the lifts. Lengthen the back of the neck. Slide ribs down to come up. Release slightly as you breathe in. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift. Inhale, stay. Peel down. Head neutral. Lengthen. Slide the ribs. Inhale, release. And lift. Release. And lift. Release. And lift. Inhale, side of ribcage. Peel down. Head neutral. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide ribs down to come up. Inhale, release. And lift. Release. And lift. Release. And lift. Inhale, hold. Peel down. Release the head. Pulses now. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, slide ribs down to come up. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, side of ribcage. Drop the weight of the head in the hands. Peel down. Head neutral. Lengthen. Slide the ribs. Inhale, release. Pulse from here. Make sure you're not just pulling on the head. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, stay. Peel down. Head neutral. Lifts and pulses. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck first. Slide ribs down to come up. Inhale, release. And lift. Release. And lift. Release. And lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, stay. Peel down. And neutral. Lengthen. Slide the ribs. Inhale, release. And lift. Release. And lift. Release. And lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay. Peel down. Head neutral. One more stop if you've had enough. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, slide ribs down to come up. Back staying neutral, tummy flat. Inhale, release. And lift. Release. And lift. Release. And lift. Inhale, release. Exhale, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, stay. Peel down. And release the head to neutral. If you've got a cushion or a ball behind your back, take it away. Bring the back down. Very gently turning head side to ease off any tension in the neck. Okay, so from here we're going on to fronts. If you have a cushion and you like working with it, you can have a cushion under the rib cage. It helps to let the upper body come up a bit higher in extension without going into the low back. So that's where we really have to watch out. It's very important, sorry, hay fever. Very important to do lots of back extensions, lots of back exercises, but at the same time very important not to squash discs in the low back. So if you haven't got a cushion, you're just going to bring the, or you don't want to use one, you're going to bring the chest down to the mat. So we're starting off with the forehead on the hands. We've got the legs hip width apart and turned out of the hip joint, active, reaching along the mat away from you. Front of pubic bone pressing into the mat, and lower belly drawn out of the mat, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened. We want to keep this area here very open and neutral, so reaching tailbone away from the crown of the head all the time. So gentle one to start with, and you can by all means stay with the gentle one if you don't want to build up from here. Leaving the arms down, we're breathing in, breathing out. Keep the back of the neck long and lifted, upper body comes up, looking down to the hands. Hold it there, breathe in, and breathing out to lengthen back down. Inhale, exhale, upper body coming up, looking down at the hands. Breathing in, reach crown of the head away from the toes, and exhale to lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, stay, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift, inhale, hold, and exhale to lengthen back down. The same thing now, but with a single leg extension, alternating legs. If that's not for you, just work the legs, keep the upper body down. So breathing in, breathing out, upper body and right leg reaching along the mat and away. Inhale, stay, and exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, upper body and left leg. Inhale, hold, and lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, upper body, right leg. Reach crown of the head away from the toes, and lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, upper body, left leg. Inhale, hold, and lower. So now upper body only again. Make sure front of pubic bone is into the mat, lower belly drawn out, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened. This time we're taking the arms with us, keeping the forehead glued to the back of the top hand, keeping the back of the neck long and lifted. So we're breathing in to prepare, breathing out to come up. Inhale, stay, and lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, and bring it down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, stay, and exhale, lower. Adding in the legs again, or just the legs. So breathing in, breathing out. Upper body, arms, and right leg. Inhale, stay, and lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, upper body, arms, and left leg. Inhale, hold, and lower. Inhale, exhale, upper body, arms, and right leg. Hold, and lengthen down. Inhale, exhale, upper body, arms, and left leg. Inhale, hold, and lower. So now one other one. We've got the forehead down on the mat. We've still got the legs in the same position, hip width apart and turned out in the hip joint. Front of pubic bone into the mat, lower belly drawn out of the mat, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened. Arms along by your sides with the shoulders relaxed. So upper body only. Inhale, lift the shoulders, turn palms to thighs. Breathing out, slide shoulder blades down. Come up to a long low dive, torpedo in the water. Breathing in, reach fingertips towards toes. And exhale to lengthen back down. Inhale, palms to thighs. Slide shoulder blades down to come up. Inhale, stay, and lengthen down. Inhale, palms to thighs. Slide shoulder blades down to come up. Inhale, hold, lengthen down. Inhale, palms to thighs. Slide shoulder blades down the back. Reach crown of the head away from the toes. And exhale to lengthen down. And again, adding in a single leg extension. Inhale, palms to thighs. Exhale, coming up, reaching the right leg. Inhale, stay, and exhale, lengthen down. Inhale, palms to thighs, coming up, reaching the left leg. Inhale, hold, and lower. Palms to thighs. Reach the right leg. Inhale, stay, and bring it down. Palms to thighs. And come up, left leg reaching. Inhale, hold, and bring it down. And then we'll take this away from here, come all the way down for double leg heel beats. If it's not for you to bring the legs up, if you can't keep the pelvis stable and not let it tilt forward and increase the arch here, keep the legs down on the mat. So you'll just be beating the legs together on the mat. If you're okay to lift the legs, front of pubic bone into the mat, lower belly drawn out, pelvic floor and tummy is gently tightened, breathing in, breathing out, reach the legs along the mat and away, beat the heels together, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, and bring the legs down. Coming up into shell now, so onto 4-point kneel, neck long, back neutral, breathing in. Breathing out, tuck the tailbone under, work your way up through the spine, gently drop the head, and then bring feet together, knees apart, ease back into shell, all of the back rounded off. If this is not a good position for your back, go onto your sides instead, draw the knees in and round off the back gently that way. We're taking a deep breath in, side and back of rib cage, and breathing out, stay where you are. Another breath in, and breathing out, relaxing forwards. Deep breath in, side and back of rib cage, and breathing out. Bring the seat down onto the heels, rolling back up, restack the spine, shoulder blades sliding down the back, and tops of the ears floating up to the ceiling. So now the roll up. So you can, if you're okay to do a half roll back, then you will have the band wide around the feet, knees bent, not sitting on a block, and you've got hold of the band quite near the feet, so you've got a good tension on it. So breathing in, breathing out, contract and tuck under, just as far as feels right for you. Try and keep open across the front of the chest. Tummy tight, inhale, stay, and exhale, restack to neutral. So inhale, exhale, tucking under, inhale, hold, and exhale to come back up. If any rolling is not good for you, sit on the block and you will do backward row instead. So you've got the band wide around the feet. The back is staying stable, so that's why you can sit on the block. And you've got the arms long, palms facing the shins, and you're going to draw the hands into the shoulders. So palms of the hand coming in, and palms of the hands facing the legs. So keeping the back absolutely stable, working biceps instead. If you're okay to do a full roll up with the band, then you can also start sitting with the legs straight. Again, good tension on the band to help support you coming up. So you're inhaling and exhaling to come all the way down, and then you're inhaling to lengthen the back of the neck, and exhale to come all the way up and over. So you get a good hamstring stretch there. If you can do your roll up without a band, but you need a little something behind the back, as I do, because I have a sore back, so it helps me a little bit to get over the tricky bit. You can have the arms to here, so they can't help you on the way up. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale up and over. So inhale and exhale to come all the way down. And inhale, exhale to come up and over. So whichever one of those is right for you, you could have the soft pad there, butted up to the seat with the band around the feet. Whichever one of those is right for you, you're doing 8. What we don't want to do is to jerk here at this tricky bit. We want to pull in and reach forward. Coming over and And inhale and exhale to come all the way down. And when you finish 8, we're going to go on to spine twist. So again, you can sit on blocks if you need to ease out low back and hamstrings. It's really important that you're right up on the sit bones in neutral. So the legs can be crossed or out in front, bent or straight, whichever feels right for you. Right up on the sit bones in neutral, reaching crown of the head away from the tailbone all the time. The movement is coming from here, obliques contracting to rotate. The hips will stay where they are because you're sitting on the sit bones. You need to make sure everything stays level and moves together. So nose in line with the sternum and the upper body and the head moving at the same time. We can add in an overhead stretch. We've got the band up to the ceiling, not too far back or the shoulders will come up. So we want shoulder blades sliding down the back, right up in neutral, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling. So we're inhaling to bring the arms down and out to the side. Breathing out, grow as you turn. Inhale, lengthen to center and control the release of the arms. Inhale out, exhale, grow as you turn. Lengthen to center and release. So if you have any problem with the shoulders, elbows, wrists, you shouldn't be using the band. You can either do the movement without the band, or you can simply cross the arms across the chest, hands to shoulders, and do it that way instead without putting any strain on the shoulders or arms. Adding in pulses, 1, 2, 3, and center, and slowly release, reaching out. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and come center, and slowly release, reaching out. 1, 2, 3, come back to center, slowly release and reach out. 1, 2, 3, and come center, and slowly release. And bring the band down, give the arms a bit of a shake. We're going onto our backs for a slow double leg stretch. If this is not for you, you can do knee glide instead with the band around the feet. So you can have your pad or block if you want them. And we are down on the mat, feet hip width apart, back neutral, pelvic floor, tummy gently tightened. Breathing in, breathing out to tighten up. If you're doing knee glide, you've got one leg up, 2 legs up, legs are together. If you need or want to use the band to support a little bit, you can put the band wide around the feet. The knees are only coming in above the hips, they're not coming in over the stomach. Shins are staying parallel to the mat, so you can just push against the band a little bit and then release it back to the start position. So exhale, push out, and inhale, release. You may find bit by bit that you can take it a little bit further and release it gently back, or you might be able to take it all the way out on the diagonal. Okay, I leave that entirely to you. If you're okay to do slow double leg stretch, we've got the feet together, we've got the knees apart. We've got the hands pressing lightly on the outside of the knees. As you breathe in, walk the eyes forward, lengthen the back of the neck. As you breathe out, curl the upper body up, looking through the legs, shoulder blades sliding down the back. Inhale, extend arms and legs forward, keep open across the front of the chest. Exhale, arms to ears. Inhale, circle around the hips and come all the way down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, arms to ears. Inhale, circle around. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up. Reach arms and legs, tummy tight. Arms to ears. Circle around and lower. Lengthen, curl up. Reach forwards. Arms to ears. Circle and lower. Lengthen, curl up. Reach forwards. Arms to ears. Circle around and come down. 2 more, stop if you've had enough. Lengthen the back of the neck first. come up, reach forwards, arms to ears, circle around and come down. Lengthen the back of the neck, breathing out, curl up. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, arms to ears. Inhale, circle around and bring it down. Legs tabletop, one leg down, second leg down. Reach the legs, reach the arms, have a good stretch through. And then flex the feet, reach the heels away. Reach right heel, right arm. Left heel, left arm. Right side again. And left side again. And then again, draw the knees in, press down on the shins. Let the back muscles relax into the mat. And when they have, gentle rocking side to side. And little circles with the knees on the ceiling. And coming back the other way. And then bring the legs down. So we're coming onto our sides now to do some side leg lift series, not the regular ones, but laterally rotated top leg abduction, bend and stretch and développé, and then we'll do clown. So you can, ideally, have the underneath arm outstretched. It's quite comfortable to have a little pad there between the ear and the arm. If that's not comfortable for you, have a block under the head and have the underneath arm coming forwards. Okay, so either way, whichever is comfortable for you. We've got the body and the legs in a straight line. We've got the hip stack, leg stack, waistline and ribs off the mat, and hand in front for support. Both legs are pulled up, thighs pulled up, knees. For this first one, we're turning out in the hip joint. Inhale, point and lift, just hip height. Exhale, flex the foot, reach the heel away as you draw the leg down. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. Flex and lower. Take the leg parallel. We're bringing the leg up, just hip height, keeping it the same height, keeping the back stable. So we're drawing the knee in towards the chest and extending the leg out in line with the other leg. Draw it in and reach it away. Draw in and reach out. Draw in and extend. One more, coming in and reach it out. Bring the leg down. So we're turning the leg out in the hip joint again for développé, trying to keep waistline and ribs off the mat. And we're bending the knee, drawing the big toe up the inside of the other leg, unfold to the ceiling and draw it down. Draw it up, open out and draw down. Coming up, unfold and lower. Bend the knee, straighten the leg, draw it down. Last one, coming up and bring it down. Take the legs parallel again, bring the knees in front of the hips, shins parallel to the front of the mat. Waistline and ribs staying off, hips staying stacked, feet up or down, up to you. Open out the top knee and control it coming down. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift and lower. 4 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Bring the knee down and bring the feet down. Pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened as you come round to the other side to do the same exercises. So again, we've got arm outstretched or blocked there with the arm coming forward. Legs are stacked, hips are stacked, waistline and ribs off the mat, and we're turning out the top leg. Inhale, point and lift. Exhale, flex and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. Point and lift, flex and lower. Lift, lower, lift and lower. Legs parallel, lift the leg, draw the knee in, keep the back absolutely stable. So don't let the back round off as you bring the leg forward and reach out. 3, 4 and 5. And then bring the leg down, again turned out in the hip joint for développé. So we're bending the top knee, drawing the big toe up the inside of the other leg, unfold to the ceiling and draw it down. Coming up, open out and draw down. Draw it up, unfold and lower, coming up, open out and draw it down. One more, coming up, open out and draw it down. Legs parallel, knees in front of the hips. Feet up or down, open out, keep the hips stacked and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower, lift and lower. 4 more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And bring the leg down, bring the feet down. So now we are going to do hamstring curls on 4-point kneel. So you can have the hands on the cushion to add a little bit more work, a little bit more instability, up to you. If you are, the hands are forward off the shoulders, the weight is over the hands, the back is neutral, neck is long, shoulder blades sliding down the back, and we've got the knees hip width apart. So you're taking one leg out, lifting it up only to the point where the back stays neutral, keeping the thigh still, draw the heel in towards the seat and extend the leg. Draw it in and reach out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And then bring the leg down, draw it in, slide the other leg away. Make sure you're in neutral. This one without the cushion. It looks the same anyway. Reach the leg up, draw in and extend. Draw in and reach out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Take the leg out, bring it down, come back and just ease off the hands. Because now we're going to do push-up. If push-up is not for you, you can do forward row instead. So you could be sitting on your block with the band wide around the back and taking the arms forward and control them coming in. So keeping the back absolutely stable, reach the arms away and bring them back. If you're okay on 4-point kneel, again, you can use your cushion if you want to. Back is neutral, hands are just forward of the shoulders, neck is long, pelvic floor tummy is gently tightened. We're inhaling to bend the elbows a little way more, and then push the floor away. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and push up. 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 Changing this to a narrow push up. Leave everything where it is apart from the elbows, and you are rotating them. Okay, so now the elbows bend backwards. So again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, and push up. Make sure the weight is forwards over the hands. 3, and push up. 1, 2, 3, and push up. 1, 2, 3, and push up. From here you can go into plank. If you can't press on the hands, you can do plank on the forearms instead. So up to you. If neither of those are okay for you, you could do push-ups against the wall, keeping the back neutral. Okay, so going from here into plank, we've got the weight over the hands, we've got the toes tucked under, and we're breathing in, breathing out to take the weight forwards over the hands, straight line, ankle to shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and knees down. Inhale, exhale, plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, knees down. One more, breathing in, breathing out, plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring the knees down, come back, and again, ease out the wrists. So now we're going to do a side bend. We're all going to sit. You can do it sitting on the cushion or sitting on a block, up to you, or a cushion on a block. So, sitting, legs crossed, out in front, bent or straight, whichever you're happy with. Take the ball, pop it to one side with the fingertips on the ball, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, arm coming up, shoulders staying down. Reach to the side, both sit bones staying anchored. Inhale up, exhale down, and one more to this side, coming over, and come up, and down. Swap the ball to the other side. Inhale up, and reach over. Inhale up, and down, and last one. Reach across, and come up, and bring it down. Coming up with a roll up or not, depending on your backs. Tucking the toes under, take the weight back, get a stretch under the feet. And then take the toes the other way, keep the heels together, and come back so that you've got the heels in between the sit bones, so you know the ankles are in alignment. And then if you want to, if it feels right, you can lean back, opening out the chest. And then you can tuck the toes under, and again, see if you can reach back a little bit. Get a stretch on the quads, hip flexors. And release. So from here, we're coming onto the balls of the feet, reach the heels down, feel a stretch on ankles and calves, hands to toes, nose to knees, breathing in, breathing out. Heels coming down, knees staying soft. Make sure pelvic floor and tummies are staying gently tightened as you roll all the way back up to standing. So we're standing up again, feet a bit apart. And we've got fingertips to shoulders again, easing them through. 4 big circles one way. And 4 coming back the other way. And then take one arm across the chest, draw it across, slide shoulder blade down the back. And release, other arm across, draw it in, slide shoulder blade down. And then clasp the hands, turn them inside out, stretch across the upper back, take the arms up. Shrug the shoulders, slide them down, bend the elbows, push back. And release. Clasp the hands behind you, open the chest up to the ceiling. And release. Arms up as high as they can go. If it's right for you to roll down, then do. If not, just hold the arms there and pulse. So if you're rolling down, lengthen the back of the neck. Coming down again, just as far as it feels right for you. Let the arms hang over. Pelvic floor and tummy staying gently tightened. And then bring the arms down to the seat and roll evenly back up. And then last little bit, hands on top of the head. Shoulders coming up. And slide them down. Fix your eyes on a spot that's not moving. Come up to a rise. Get your balance. Take the arms up. Shoulders staying down. Feel the shoulder blades sliding into their little pockets as the arms circle around and come down. Bring the heels down. Bend the knees hip width apart. Shake and wriggle all over. And thank you very much.